Today we'll be talking about why learn about international organizations. One of the most fundamental questions of international organizations and international law that needs to be answered is the following. Why should I care? Speaking in regard to my own country, the United States, this question, more often than not, is posed as a rhetorical question. My experience has shown me that the everyday citizen, not involved in the academic field of international relations or related field, does not demonstrate an interest in the subjects of international organizations or public international law. Whatever one's opinion on the utility of these fields for an average Joe, this lack of interest did not happen by accident. These fields, including peace education, have been willfully ignored by the U.S. educational system and mass media. The United Nations, born out of the ashes of World War II and established in San Francisco in 1945, is regularly derided by American politicians and media commentators. All of this is not by accident. The United Nations and international fora are seen as a check on the American elite's ability to use American state power in any manner they see fit to bring more and more financial profit and power to themselves. When Washington ignores binding international law and commits crimes of aggression and attempts to conceal those actions through media campaigns claiming altruistic rationales, it sends a loud and clear message to the American public. It teaches impressionable youth and adults alike that might makes right. It promotes violence and bullying. This type of education, or lack thereof, has real consequences. Of course, for the victims of illegitimate behavior abroad, but also for domestic society, especially when combined with all the other issues that come along with a corporate-controlled system, where the profit motive often eclipses basic human needs and common sense legislation. The United States Senate ratified the United Nations Charter, yet when the U.S. has seen fit to do so, it has violated the Charter and committed mass atrocities. One of the most notable being the 2003 Iraq invasion and the subsequent occupation. Nobody has been held legally accountable for that atrocity. What's equally as sad is that most Americans don't understand the legally binding nature of the UN Charter. And because our society has been taught that might makes right, and that the UN is just a debate forum, it ignores the real consequences of rogue behavior, which ranges from damaging our country's reputation abroad and wasting billions of taxpayer dollars to the inundation of violence and lawlessness into the psyche of the American population, which has led us to a situation of having 5% of the world's population, but 30% of its mass shootings. The International Law Education Group is dedicated to the democratization of education in the areas of international organizations and public international law.